Currently, our fire department's EMS services are compensated only a fraction of their costs associated with transportation of a Medicaid beneficiary. House Bill 176 directs the department to develop a program to provide supplemental reimbursement for eligible ground, air, water, emergency medical transportation services for the cost of providing those medical assistant recipients. If the federal government approves the amended plan in this bill, our fire departments can recoup about 50% and our EMS departments can recoup about 50% of their current uncompensated costs for these transports, and up to 100% of those transports if they are IHS beneficiaries. The program should take about 12 to 18 months to implement. This bill has a neutral cost to the state, and the match is being provided by those local municipalities who are doing the emergency transportation services. Currently, there are a few states that already have a similar wide programs: California, Washington, Missouri, Nevada, Texas, and Florida. And there are currently 4 states pending in this process, and Alaska could be the 5th state pending. Those programs pending are Oregon, Nebraska, Kansas, and Illinois. Mr. President, ground transportation last year, there were about 21,000 claims for ground transportation. That averages about $800 per person for those ground transportations, Mr. President. That's almost $17 million in uncompensated costs for the state of Alaska. And this is a little bit more than half because, again, the 2% of those services are for tribal beneficiary members. The air transportation, Mr. President, in FY17, there were 281 claims for air transportation, averaging about $17,000 through uncompensated costs through Medicaid services that the state could have received. And then, again, that's about $5 million of total services. So total, Mr. President, through the last year's FY, there was about $11 million that could have been done. So if we pass this bill, Mr. President, we're looking at about $11 million starting in FY20, additional federal money for our local municipalities. This, aside from the operating supplemental costs, these additional reimbursement services could enhance our delivery services and help those first responders acquire the much-needed equipment and training for our local municipal governments. I know that the municipalities of Fairbanks, Anchorage, Kenai Peninsula, and my own Matsus borough support this bill, and I urge a yes vote on House Bill 176. Thank you, Mr. President.